What's happening, Keita? This country. I see you. You stuck to the course. Keep doing your thing. They said prayers bring blessings. True believers, keep it pie. Ooh. Keep it pop, Keita, keep it pop. You bless you doing numbers and you got them haters. Why? They on the sideline, wish a nigga be in the game. This ain't for everybody, it's for the chosen. They say the sky's the limit, but we gon' shoot for the stars. Keep on popping, do your thing and go hard. Roll out the red card. Welcome to the Keita show. It ain't on, you gotta be in you when you really blow. Goddamn, Keita pipe it up. Keep on popping how you popping, that's the way to turn it up. She say it's cold where they from. She ain't gotta wear no coat. Business about our business, just she told me she the go. I told her go on, pop it then. Pop it down, do your thing. Put that pressure on to make her remember your name. Business minded about our paper. Real money maker. Business from the ground, growing up like an elevator. She told me Keita on a mission and she promised she won't stop. They say pressure bust some pipe, but Jesus make your whole life pop. Keep it pop, Keita, keep it pop. You bless you doing numbers and you got them haters. Why? They on the sideline, wish a nigga be in the game. This ain't for everybody, it's for the chosen. They say the sky's the limit, but we gon' shoot for the stars. Keep on popping, do your thing and go hard.
Okay, and we are live. Hey, Sharon Green, thank you for watching from YouTube. She said, good evening, everyone.
Hey, Sharon.
Hey, everybody.
So tonight, we are talking about polygamy and what you guys use are on polygamy. This seems to be like the new thing in the African-American community, and a lot of people say that's how our ancestors did things back in the days when they were over in Africa. So I want to start off with a clip in regards to Neo and his polyamorous relationship, and then we're going to get into the conversation if that's okay with you guys.
Cool.
But before we do that, I do want to introduce you guys. So we'll start with the lady first. Who are you?
Hi, I'm Magic Show, Milwaukee's favorite bartender.
What else do you do?
I host, I bartend. I got a podcast.
Okay. Can you tell us about your podcast?
Everything Magic Show on all platforms.
Okay, what can you tell us about your podcast? What is it about? Is it entertainment, music? What is it?
Okay, so well, actually, it started off as a podcast, but it's more so live stream now. But really, it's just sex and relationships. That's mainly our topics.
Okay, and you, sir?
Motor City Rockstar. There's only one, and I am the president of Sonic Soul. And Sonic Soul is a concert promotion, event planning platform that deals with entertainment, and so there's so many different levels to it. You know, we've got podcasting. I've got Sonic Soul. The podcast is the pilot thing for us. You know what I'm saying? But since then, a lot of things have developed. I'm still with WJZZ Radio in Detroit. WJZZ Cool TV. Check it out. And also, we've got a new podcast coming up real soon called Free Speech. Free Speech is going to be a showstopper, you know, and you can already imagine what it's going to be about, everything. And so it's going to be a real opinionated deal. And, you know, hey, I got a good host coming up. And so we're going to talk about some stuff. But I'm glad to be here with you, Nikita, man. Listen, this is the deal.
Thank you.
You picked the right guy. You start talking about stuff like polygamy, bigamy. Oh, I'm ready. So I'm waiting on you.
I'm ready. So I'm going to start it with this clip in regards to Neo and his 4 girls, and then we're going to get into this conversation.
Major love bomb, confirming his polyamorous relationship on Instagram.
I love her cause she got her wrong. She got her wrong.
The Miss Independent singer introducing not 1, not 2, but 4 women he's dating. Writing, since the world is so intrigued, I guess I should introduce my loves properly. Ladies and gents, I present my pyramid.
You make me wanna sing another love song
Neo's in real life love song features Ariel Hill, Brianna Williams, Christina, and Money. And the romance seems to be strong, with 3 of the women referring to each other as wives on their shared IG account dedicated to their unique relationship.
I grew up in a house full of women. I was raised by all women. My mother, sister, grandmother, 5 aunts, and me until I was like 16. So if one thing that I learned is that respect is not optional. It's not something that you choose to give or don't give. It's something that you give, and you give that person the opportunity to keep it or lose it.
So, how does their 5-way relationship work? Neo breaks down their dynamic on Big Boy Neighborhood's radio show.
Who schedules? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is it a my schedule because I'm the busiest? And I'm the one that always got something to do. And you're like, nights are they random? It's random, but I'll go, all right, so for example, on this tour, I'll let this one come out for 7 days, then she go home, then this one come out for 7 days, and then this one come out for 7 days, and then we do something all together. Yeah.
As for Neo's 8 children, he tells the Ricky Smiley Morning Show they're aware of his relationships.
I'm not lying to nobody, not even my children. Hey, this is daddy's girlfriend, and so is that, and so is that, and so is that.
You got no problem.
She gonna make you some cereal, and she gonna cook lunch, and she gonna wash your clothes.
Come on,
it's all
man.
good.
Neo's love pyramid comes 3 years after his divorce from ex-wife Crystal Renee.
If you are in a relationship and you don't want to be in a relationship, you're never going to give your all to that relationship. You're never going to be for that person who they need you to be, So don't lie to yourself. Be honest with yourself. If you know that that's not what you want to do, then by all means, cut the tie, because it's just going to get more and more toxic until y'all eventually start resenting each other, and then there's almost no going back from that place.
Video credit goes to etonline.com. So I want to thank them for putting that up there. Okay, so what are your views on what Neo was talking about? You want to go first, Magic Show?
Sure. I'm in agreement. I really like honesty, and I don't think that majority of men are monogamous, and I would rather for a man to be honest. Also, I would like to share responsibilities and so on and so forth. So I understand the perks of polygamy.
Okay, Motor City Rockstar, you?
Yeah, I'm like Magic Show. I agree with Neo. To a certain degree, there are levels to that. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing, because right now, think about this. Most people already are in polygamous relationships. They know, hey, my girl got another thing that she's doing. It might involve even a girl. See, everybody's adventurous nowadays. It's not just like back in the day, I'm going to find me a good dude. I'm going to settle down and be with that guy. Doesn't happen like that anymore. And a lot of people say, the world is ending, but really, technically, I believe, like, I have a friend who's from Nigeria. Mm-hmm. His father has 5 wives. And I said to him, hey, man, how does that work out? He says, hey, all 5 wives know about each other. He says, but here's how it works. My father's first wife had to approve the next wife and so forth. So every time he got a new wife, the wives had to approve her in, and then you got to have the money to she has to have her own place, each one of them. Okay. Now I said, well, damn, how's that work out for the holidays? He said, well, we come to the big house and daddy's in the big house. You know what I'm saying? That's the main compound. So that's where it goes down. But you got to take care of individually 5 women. And ain't no, hey, you gonna move in with Umfufu over here. No, ain't none of that. You know what I'm saying? So and everybody knows what the deal is up front. So how can you be mad about something that you know about and how it's going down? And I think, America is the only place on planet Earth that has all of these rules, because that is the way it used to be. Everybody had like 100 wives. You go back to the biblical days, some of the scholars in the Bible had a concubine. Mm-hmm. The Bible says in Corinthians, marry a wife, love her to death, and she's supposed to do the same thing. We can't seem to do that anymore because no one wants to do that. That's boring. Now, why do one thing when you can do many things? But you got to be straight up about it. And I think that, you shouldn't be like out there exchanging energy on the slide. You're a cheater, even if you're in a polygamous relationship. When your camp don't know what's going on, that's dangerous to the camp. You see what I'm saying? But I'm looking for me a concubine in a certain kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because I love women. I'm a love women kind of person. But at the same time, if I had a significant other that I was exclusive with at this point, I would say to my significant other, hey, I want to do something over here, but I want you to know. And she can say, well, I'm in or out. I mean, only thing she can say is, no, I'm not with that. And she can bounce. Or she can say, okay, cool. But now let's set the ground rules for it. Because she might feel the same way. She might be bored with my style. She might want to do it a different kind of way. You know what I'm saying? My back good. She might go try to flip her ass upside down. And, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta find that every now and then. Everybody, they talk about Shannon Sharp. Let me tell you something. Everybody got some undercover freak in their ass.
True. So with that being said, you believe in polygamy. So would you be one of many husbands? If there was a woman who was with that polygamy lifestyle, she could afford to maintain all her husbands, and she wanted you to be one. Would you be okay being one of many, or do you just see it one side?
For you, Pimp the Motor City Rock now, I'm gonna represent you well, baby. Guess what? I've never been a jealous-hearted person. The only thing I would request is that all of us should know each other. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be like, hey, who is nigga number 7? I don't know that dude. You know what I'm saying? He might be some strange buck-toothed dude with herpes. You know what I'm saying? That comes and goes. You know, I guess the way they say that shit works. But we need to know each other. We need to become one big concubine family that knows, hey, I got a buddy in Detroit. There's no bullshit. I should have had him on this show. I got a partner in Detroit. And he's so heavy into that game. He got 2 women, and both of them are with it. They know about it. They gel together. They like hustle and flow type shit. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But
not you.
There's no misunderstanding. No one's bringing anything in on the outside in that they don't know about. And here's the thing with these 2 ladies that he's with, they don't even want to go. I say, my boy is bad. But they have an understanding. So how can you be mad? He's taking care of everything. And he's not like got them on lockdown. You can't go nowhere. You can do what you want to do. Because they will let you know what their situation is. You see what I'm saying? And as long as your people letting other people know, this is my situation. You know what I'm saying? Like I was in a situation one time with a lady. And I'm gonna get the floor back because I can talk. And she was digging me heavy. We were digging each other. And we was digging each other. She had a girlfriend, and she told me, she said, hey, I want to see my girlfriend do this, that, and the third, and that's that. I'm going to bring her in. How you feel about that? Now, at that point, I can only say yes or no, right? So I say, it's cool. Bring her on. Let's get to know each other first. You dig me?
Right.
But the thing that got me was she said one thing. She said, hey, just know this. I'm bringing her in for us. Don't you ever try and connect with her on the side on some shit that don't involve us. You dig me? So these are the ground rules. Now you can be a sneaky Joe if you want to. I'm gonna find out. And so it wasn't no funny shit, but the ground rules were laid. You dig me? Show what you think about that.
Okay, so I understand, like, I get what you're saying, but in my ideology or whatever, like, okay, first of all, I really don't care what they doing or what they not doing. I don't really want to know everything that's going on in the other relationship. Um, I don't. There's no like. There wouldn't be like. Whereas to, I would have multiple men or whatever, because that's not my thing. And I really wouldn't want to date a man who would allow me to have multiple men. Also, like, I don't, the type of man who I feel deserves a poly is not the type of man that you could really give ground rules to. So, like, a man that allowed me to put the framework and all that type of shit. He not ready for what I'm doing anyway.
But you
Right.
know, Nikita,
Yeah.
I don't want to take the show from you. I'm not gonna do
Well,
it.
you're not taking the show from me. I mean, the show is a panel and it's a panel discussion, so you guys are right on point with that.
Well,
Um,
here's
so
my thing.
Sarah, would you be willing? So you wouldn't want a man that would allow you to have multiple men? Would you would
Yeah, I
agree with
wouldn't.
a woman who lived
I
that
mean, like,
lifestyle?
okay, if a guy let me do it, I'm probably gonna do it, but I'm probably not gonna take him
What
or
you
the other
mean?
guy serious,
That,
huh?
that didn't even make sense. You don't want a dude that's gonna let you have multiple dudes, but you might do it. And so
I would do it, but I wouldn't be
You won't
taking him
respect
serious.
him.
I wouldn't be dealing with them until I find who I really want to deal with.
so he's just a
She
bitch
won't
boy.
respect him.
He,
I want to stop for shout out to Michael Green, Country G. He did the theme song for the podcast. Thank you for
that
tuning
thing
in tonight.
was hot.
Okay, but so you wouldn't respect the man who allowed you to have multiple men? Is that what you're saying?
No, I wouldn't. Like, that's not the dynamic I seek. So like, I guess I don't entertain any of that. Like, it's a lot like poly, a lot of people basing poly on sexual things and all that type of stuff. And I don't base poly on sex. Really, it's
What do
about
you base it off
building.
of? What is probably in your opinion?
It's more so about building communities, building like I really plan on like having a farm and a compound and stuff like that. So like it's really about building families and building wealth. It's really about like working together. Not it's just like having more time to be able to do the things that you need to do.
Mhm. So basically, what you're saying is that you like the shared responsibility part of the poly relationship, where you guys share responsibilities of taking care of the kids, cooking the meals, and providing for the land because eventually you want to move on the farm. What's
Right.
interesting is what's interesting is though, I wanted to point this out is that Mr. Rockstar is down with a woman having multiple men, but the woman does not feel comfortable having multiple men and being allowed to do it openly.
Yeah,
That's
because
I find that different.
well, I just think that, not to cut anybody off. How about if you had a man that has multiple women? Would you be calm with that? If he said you can have multiple women, or he knew that you wouldn't be cool with, him feeling like you had multiple men. What about if he was the type of dude that had multiple women and which wants you to accept that? How would you feel about that part of it? Like
She
Nikita
down
said,
with that. She already said she down with that.
I
She
love
down
that.
with her
Like
man
open,
having multiple
open,
women.
that's
open.
my ideal situation.
Okay.
Like
Now, what? Let me ask you a question. Why is that your ideal situation? Because some women may agree with that, and some women may say, "Why? Because why is that your ideal situation? Does that mean that when you get tired of this cat, he got somewhere to go and something to do? He ain't gonna be hounding on. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I can think about because everybody needs a break every now and then. What?
okay,
And she
so
laughed. You laugh because that's an admission of guilt because that's what it is.
it's not exactly, but kind of. It's like, okay, I have never met a man that I felt like, okay, I've never met a man I felt like I couldn't sleep with. Okay. So
Mhm.
like I've never met men. I don't think that men are faithful. I don't think that men are monogamous at all. So I'd rather have an honest relationship. So since I'd rather have an honest relationship, I understand that you're gonna like other women. You're gonna date other women. You go entertain other women.
You know what?
So, Rockstar, we're gonna start with you. If you were in a polyagamous, or how do you pronounce it, a poly relationship,
Yeah,
how
please.
would you set the ground rules for that? Polyamorous.
I would polyamory. Now he got it, and now I know you said earlier that you were looking up because there's so many differences. You
Mhm,
got the polyamorous or whatever that believe in group marriage. You know what I'm saying? Or where,
mhm,
and then you got the something with the dry on the end where the woman has, you know, the interest in
Mm-hmm.
having multiple people. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like I don't know if I would have any ground rules because the ground rules speak for itself. Other than let us be aware of who is involved, who are the players in the game.
Mm-hmm.
That would be the only fair thing to me. You know what I'm saying? Because I would want to be. I mean, I ain't got to be playing baseball with the cat and hanging out at the beach on the weekends. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
it would be nice to know who he is, and so if he see me out there, hey, bro, you're looking good today, my man. Looking pretty healthy. You know what I'm saying? Because I know there's a chance he gonna be my old lady later on, or our old lady. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I mean, as long as the ground rules are understood, because what we're doing is it speaks for itself as it is. So from there, you have to decide how we deal with do I keep it a secret?
So,
Because if you don't reveal who you are with these people, I think you're hiding something.
so would you be willing to have a group experience, to put it nicely, with the other man and her at the same time, like a group thing, like a Diddy freak off? Would you be willing to do something like that with y'all shared woman? Because I mean, y'all both know each other exist.
I'm not really cool with that. I mean, I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't do it. I'm just gonna say I'm not cool with it. Preferably. You didn't? Because
So, what
because
about you, Magic?
it's gone down like that. Trust me. I still greenhorn to that shit.
What you asking me?
I'm
What
asking you, if you were in a poly relationship, would you be willing to have a group experience with all the partners together?
yeah, of course. Unless I just
Okay,
don't like
so
them. Oh yeah, of course. I'm with the shits. I'm with it.
if you were in a poly relationship and your partner, the male counterpart, was bi and he had
It
sister
would
wives
happen.
of both.
That would happen. Would never happen because I would not date a bi
she
man.
stopped
And he's
she stopped
bisexual.
your
We would
ass so
not be
fast.
fucking around.
She brick walled your ass on express, didn't she?
What
Yeah.
about you, Rockstar?
I'm like, man, it wouldn't damn happen. I don't give a fuck. Ain't gonna be none of that old freaky dicky. Ain't no dick going nowhere near here. You didn't? I wouldn't give. Ain't that much love. I just don't. I do some freaky shit. We gonna all repent our sins one day. I'm not gonna be the Sodom and
I
Gomorrah guy.
think I think she asking you if your girlfriend was bi.
If my girl buy, let her buy on. Cause I mean, let me tell you something. There is something incredibly sexy about women on women because it's always been acceptable. A woman, if you look at over the years, when I was growing up, and my mother was, my aunties and all, they see their little girlfriend, they kiss each other, yeah, and said, "What the fuck kind of freaky shit is that?" But that was because you used to see a woman affectionate with each other. Now they really affectionate with each other because these fuck shit dudes out here don't. They much rather play Grand Theft Auto or motherfucking whatever the hell they doing on video games. They're not healthy. The dick don't work, and so hey, I don't know what's going on, but I'm gonna take all they women. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. So hey,
So,
polygamy, get ready. If you want to date the rock star, just know this. I date. You know what I'm saying? I'm not married.
mhm,
And so even if you dating, I'm not married, I'm single. And I think if you date multiple people, if your partner that you dating knows that you date, you know what I'm saying? And here's what
mhm.
the deal is, and they may be dating. You know, I'm still madly in love with your co-host here, Magic Show. But here's the deal: if that were a situation, if she's where she is and me being where I am, minding the farm, and let me tell you
Mhm.
something. I understand she out there doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? But we understand what the game is. You dig where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You dig where I'm coming from, Magic Show? Does that make sense? Now, hey,
Mm-hmm.
Michael Green is cracking up at y'all. Okay, so
I,
you said bisexual is okay. So are we talking, when you say bisexual, are we talking a stud or a femme? Because there are levels to bisexualness with women.
Right,
So if there was a
right. Because
stud,
my guy was the guy I be kicking it with. He had got an attitude or whatever. I was like something about fucking with a stud. He was like he had an attitude like. Like, well, then I wouldn't be able to fuck with her. I'm like, but you the one that swear you only want me, so what the fuck do it matter?
Right.
Right. Yeah. Hey, dig this. I'm heavy on the club scene from Detroit.
Uh-huh.
And you can guarantee one thing. There was some studs in the club world. I was very likable. And I knew who everybody was. And I used to have this one chick. She was a stud. And she had a whole stable of chicks that was down with it, right? And so I had a chick with me one night, and she walked up to me and she said, "Rock star." She said, "I ought to take your bitch." I said, "Please don't take my broad." I said, and then let me ask you this. What the fuck is it that you be saying? You know what I'm saying? That be reeling their ass in? Because I need to know. I need to know that trick. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I got a show subject and topic for your ass about something that gay girl taught me and how she taught.
Well, why don't you express what the gay girl taught you? We want to know. Teach us.
Well, I mean, here it is. Here it is, right? Listen, women come with features. A lot of guys are with women all their lives and never know that women have features. You didn't? A lot
Mm-hmm.
of guys don't know how to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody so bam, man. Then they want to go back and tell all their boys like they just climbed Mount Everest that, you know what I'm saying, they went there. Okay, but dog,
Mm-hmm.
did you really get to the top? Or did you just kind of get halfway and you say, fuck it, and get too thin up here? You know what I'm saying? So once you understand how that works, now those features that a woman have can be fucking very dangerous if you make her go to those levels. Okay, because then it becomes something that you locked in on or potentially locked in on, unless you're dealing with somebody like the polygamy thing that understands, hey, this is my lane though. I'm gonna treat you like this, and this is what I'm gonna do for you. You digging? But I'm doing for other people too. Maybe. You know what I'm
So
saying?
would you be uncomfortable in a polygamous relationship where the woman had you as a man and a female stud? Would you be intimidated? Because I mean, the stud ain't gonna never go down.
What floats her boat? Fuck it, I don't care. Shit, I got some shit that I got her some shit for their ass. But trust me, most of the rock stars are all
If
good,
I'm
baby.
fucking with a stud, she not strapping me no way. So,
And
Why?
I
So
think I
why wouldn't you let her strap you?
cause that's what are we doing here? We could bump coochies, but she can't strap me. That's weak.
Yeah, maybe there's a stimulation pod inside your strap on that allows you to enjoy it. I don't fucking know. You know what I'm
If
saying?
I'm gonna take some dick, I'm gonna take some real dick. I'm
Take it,
sure.
baby, take it. Hey,
So
this,
you wouldn't be interested in wearing a girl who wears a strap on,
No,
basically.
no, I don't want to get strapped. No,
hey, and then you might have one of them bras. What about you got one of them bras that want that freaky dude that actually will allow her to put the strap on and use it on his ass?
Would you be willing to do that?
Hell to the no. Let me tell you something. This shit is done. If you bring the conversation over, I'm just gonna decline your offer because that's not my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you got some dudes that maybe say, I got a friend in
I'm
Detroit.
gonna do it if you let me.
Right. That because y'all crazy like that. That is exactly right. If you and see, you can't be mad at yourself
I'm gonna
at a
do it
woman.
if you let me.
If
Well,
that
the male G spot is in his anus, so I can
These
understand why
niggas
some
be
men like that.
freaky. That be freaky.
mm,
That
hey,
be with the
hey,
shit.
hey,
I can understand why some like it, but I
and,
mean, we kind of got off the subject because I mean, we talking about different polygamy. The subject originally was about polygamous relationships and what their views are. If you are in the audience and you have an opinion, feel free to type it in there, and I will put it on the screen. Hey, Mealtime Mikey Davis, thank you for joining us tonight. But honestly, I think polygamy is like the new thing because there's an overpopulation of women and not so many men because we lose so
It's
many
not
men.
new though. It's not new. It's like how many men die, and then at the funeral we found out about their other families and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Bobo has 17 goddamn kids. And
Okay,
he,
just
on
social
his side, he don't
media
know how
making
folks.
everybody know and talk
Right.
about it, but niggas been doing that.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Well,
true.
they say that is how it was back in the days before any of us were born. You know, back in Africa, a man can have as many wives as he can afford.
And hey,
As long as you can
all
afford
the,
them,
even
you can
up
have
until today, like I said, how many times, you know what I'm saying?
them. Mike say, motherfucker just freaky. You damn right, Mike. But here's the thing. If you're going to be out there like that, why not everybody know about the arrangement? See, the problem is nowadays, everybody's sneaking, they doing this side piece, sneaky link shit. And everybody, now we surprised. Because damn, didn't I see? And you over there telling this dude, that's cousin Tom, you know what I'm saying? Instead of saying cousin Tom, hey dog, look, I got some other cats out there digging my world. You digging?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think I'm caring what Magic Show doing up there in Milwaukee?
They be caring, boy. They be on my ass. I'm like, damn, I can't do shit.
Motor City Rockstar care but don't care. Does that make
They
sense?
be caring. They be caring what this coochie do. Oh my God.
Yeah, that shit belongs to you. It's like an opinion. What the fuck it's got to do with me? You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got that good DNA though, so you already know what that is. Can't share
They
with
do not.
everybody.
They
Can't
do
share
not
with
be
everybody.
caring.
Them
I don't
stalkers
know.
come out
I don't.
in the
I
dark.
don't know. I don't know shit about DNA. Do tell. Don't leave the one dude out because y'all outnumbered and shit. And she agreed with your ass too. The hell with you and Magic Show on that old bullshit. I thought he was
Well,
cool.
you know our mama's our sister. My mama and her grandmama are sisters, so
I,
of course we know.
I know you remember I got your whole family bio. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You remember,
I know.
and she remembered too. But either way it go, we ain't talking about none of that. That's a whole nother thing. You know,
That's a whole other thing.
we talk about this poly thing, which I think everybody doing it anyway.
Okay, so why do you think everybody is doing it anyway?
Or would much rather do it, but just not coming clean with their significant others about their situation. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, like for instance, I Facebook date. Let me give you an example, right? I Facebook date. And Facebook dating is funny because people put these profiles up and they say all this bullshit. Oh yeah, I'm a conversationalist and I like to go to the beach. Well, in Mississippi ain't no damn beaches unless you're going down to Biloxi or some shit. You know, other than that, you're going to the local park or some shit. But either way it go, they say all this stuff and then you try and meet them, you know, or they'll reach out to you and they say one line shit like hi. I'm the type of dude that write you an introduction like, hey, I'm Motor City Rockstar. There's only one type shit. You know what I'm saying? And they come back with that one line of shit, you dismissed. Out. I ain't going to, or I had a couple people that, you know, hey, I know they out there playing around, but in Facebook dating can be a place to come and see what's out there so that you know if you really want to get out there all the way. I got something going on right here. I'm in this thing, but I want to be in the poly thing. Basically, I think Facebook dating is just a gateway to poly.
Okay, so Milton Mikey Davis, he said he's tuning in late, so he wants us to recap what our views on polyamorous relationships is.
We didn't get yours.
What?
I thought that was gonna go over your head.
Oh.
You know that? I know your ass.
But I honestly don't date, so I can't give an opinion one way or the other because I'm undecided, which is why this topic was kind of like, let's see what everybody else's views is. Because I really don't have an opinion. I haven't dated since 2022. So
Right.
I guess it depends on the person and what they brought to the table. It would have to be worth my while for me to even consider it.
Right. Well, now
Okay.
and let me say that. Just and that might be kind of be off topic a little bit, but even in having an interest in being in a poly relationship, what are the qualifying factors to who qualifies to be in your world? Because some women, everybody base everything off income and finances. Because see, women might be in a poly relationship because she wants the best of all world. I want the dude that can take me to Spain, and I want the dude that can take me to damn down south to where Rockstar. I want Rockstar to come get my ass from Milwaukee, and then fuck that dude number 7 over here. He gonna take my ass over here to California on the West Coast, and we gonna fly on over to California or Hawaii or something. So everybody got their reasoning. You know what I'm saying? I think that if you're gonna be in a poly relationship, like me, I'm different. You ain't gotta have a whole lot of money to deal with me. You know what I'm saying? But be useful. Know how to do your own hair. Know how to cook some shit every now and then. Because I'm the best cook. I'll take the Pepsi challenge on any woman in America on my cooking skills, right? I don't give a damn what it is. Okay, so You really ain't. I ain't looking for nobody to cook for me. You know what I'm saying? I really ain't looking for no woman for everyday companionship. If I get lonely, I paint my fingernails red and fuck myself. Just like y'all do. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying. And so somebody that brings peace, you want some peacefulness. You know what I'm saying? You don't want nobody knowing what the shit is. That's a nag. Hold on. You know what's going on. What you nagging about now? You know what I'm saying? Some
For
things,
Right.
real.
some
I don't
things.
want a nigga that's nagging. Oh my
Yeah,
God, that shit be getting on my fucking
yeah,
nerves. Like,
yeah. Like where you
nigga,
going? Wait. Let me smell your titties. Let me smell. You know what I'm saying? What kind of
that's
shit is
why I
that?
don't call you.
Yeah. So you got to have security should be a number one requirement for being in a poly relationship. How we should do a poly questionnaire as to if you're ready to be in a poly relationship.
Okay, so my question is this. When you're in a poly relationship, you guys are sharing multiple partners or whatever. Should there be a requirement on health screening? And should
You damn
everybody's
right.
my chart be shared with the group?
Absolutely.
You damn right. Hey, I was in a relationship recently with this
Mhm.
chick. It didn't go anywhere, but we fucking around. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause you know how shit goes. And the first thing she said was, "When's the last time I had AIDS test?" And I said, "It's probably been about 3 years." She said, "I ain't trying to be funny, but would you get another one?" I said, "Hell yeah." You know what I'm saying? Because see, I know me. I know who I am. You dig me? So I ain't had no problem like, why I gotta get an AIDS test? You know what? You don't trust me? See, fucking don't fall for that. You don't trust me shit. Okay? All this bullshit. Women are hung the fuck up right now because some nigga that to hit that magic spot made her fucking trust him. And it's done fucked her life up. That's the real deal. Okay? So if you're gonna stand on some shit, you better make sure health is one of them. Even if they ain't got AIDS, they need to mandatorily take their ass to the doctor every motherfucking month or two or quarterly. Because
Quarterly.
you don't want to be out there fucking around with a dude, and then next thing you know, you gotta take care of this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
God damn,
So
and you gonna look like
income and health screening to be important part of the poly arrangement.
first. That's first. That's number one. That's like when you become a truck driver, you gotta pass a DOT physical
Mm-hmm.
first to see if you even qualify. If you got some blips on the radar, guess what? You don't qualify, but you gotta go back. Maybe you qualify later. Maybe if you
Should
survive
there
through the
be a compatibility screening, like they to make sure that everybody get along and have a clear understanding? Because you don't want that one crazy mug to get in there.
Nope. You're never gonna never because you're never gonna fucking you can only find people that are similar, have similar qualities. Everyone, listen, everyone has a different fingerprint. You can I don't
Mm-hmm.
fuck I look like a whole lot of people, but I ain't them.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you do, and I'm sure that Magic Show does. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And but you might say, damn, that's the exact her twin. And then she does this one weird thing that you know is not the thing that that person does. But because everybody has a twin, a triplet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? God is funny.
So, so with the poly relationship, how would you feel about dating two sisters or dating an auntie and a niece, or how would that go, or would they all have to be unrelated?
Now you said sister's niece, so I was
If I married Kanye, then he could date my cousins and my sisters. Um, Anybody else? Maybe 19 kids, but then nobody else. No, they can't.
Yeah. He said he's open to a poly test, but that's the thing. Each one has to be on the same shit.
gotta be on the
That's
same
true.
shit. You got to be on the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Make no mistake about it.
That's why.
Right.
Otherwise,
That's
That's
true.
why I would allow Ye to marry my cousins and my sisters because we all was raised the same type of way. So he'd have a line
Mhm.
look, hey, let
of
me tell you
good
something.
women
Hey, let me
to.
tell you something. I have me personally, the weirdest shit that ever happened to me in my life.
Mhm.
I used to manage bars, and I had a barmaid that she was my barmaid. She's an older lady about my age, but she had a daughter who was like at the time just turning like 21, 22. Anyway, make a long story short, she said, "Hey," she said, "You're so nice. I want you to go out with my daughter." So I'm gonna set it up. I'm like, "All right, then, cool." Her daughter was fine. So anyway, me and her daughter go out. We hung out a couple times. They no battle. I popped her daughter, right? Her daughter went back and told her mother. I
Oh wow.
and told her how it went down. And I'm like, what kind of family FBI Secret Service agent shit is this? Because the next thing you know, her mother called me and said, hey, I heard about you and my daughter. I want to know when is it my turn.
Oh wait.
I said, that's what I said. I said, oh, lady, what are you saying? So
You let them sweat you out.
I said, well, I'm free next week about Saturday. You know what I'm saying?
They knew you was warm.
So guess what though? So it went down like that for probably, I would say, a year.
Oh wow. And they were
That's
both okay with that.
Hey, I think they were in cahoots. Like they knew the schedule. They had a schedule with each other. Like, hey, look here's the deal. This gonna be the rotation, right? And then I was cool because like both of them had little outside people that were always sniffing around the tree. I was cool with that. I was cool. Go and do your thing, just be. But my prerequisite was don't be out there on no strange shit, no strange motherfucker. And
Y'all don't be thinking like, man, y'all don't be thinking like what type of woman would do this or what type of woman would allow this. Like maybe I shouldn't stick my dick in a woman that's like that. Like the fuck?
It's no, because guess what? It's a family affair.
It's a shit my mama would never.
But
Mine
no,
either.
because it goes down like that.
My mama would never.
It goes.
Right.
I
Mine
can't even have
either.
a conversation like that with my mama. Period. Like,
Girl,
no.
you would come on missing. You talk to my cousin about something like that. I'll be looking for you on a milk carton. For real, for real. You'll be in a timeout some dang on where with some soap in your mouth. Just saying.
It was a weird situation.
You promised hell, but you would be in
Grown as hell. My mama, I can't.
I survived
I
my
ain't never
ordeal.
talked to my mama about no sexual nothing. Not since I knew
Well,
what
I mean,
sex was.
I can admire they had an open relationship with each other. They understood. We all understood together.
wow. I
We
think that's
understood.
You know
really
what
weird.
though? Like with me being a dancer and stuff, like I done danced with women that brought their daughters to the club and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, I take one of my girlfriends to the top
Mama
of the
and
bar.
daughter
That was
dancing
her
together
thing.
and shit.
She used to like to go to the titty bar with me, right? And was a big
Mhm.
tipper. And that was her thing. That was her turn on. She's a like, and my girl was fine. But she loved me to take her to the top of the bar.
My mama ain't
Wow.
going.
Why is
Period.
that?
She don't want to see no niggas. She don't want to see no chicks.
Your mom from Alabama, ain't she?
Hmm?
Where your mama
Nope,
from?
Milwaukee. Her
She
people from Mississippi, though.
Yeah, that's where it is. That's where it come from. That big mama, no, girl, we ain't doing no. I don't meet no. Hell no.
But I get it though, cause I'm at the age where I could date the daddy or the son.
Right.
Right, right,
Me
right.
too. But I wouldn't date them both. It'd be
Hey,
either or.
hey, I got
Yeah,
a
them
good look.
little young niggas be trying to talk to me. I just be like, damn, my son is your age. Like
Hey,
I can't,
Yeah.
I can't take you serious.
I got a good looking son, right? If my son wanted to holler, if like one of my little aces want to holler at my son, I mean, hey, if it's working for you, it's working for me. Shit, fuck. I'd much rather be cool with it than you sneaking around like you doing some shit
I'm
behind.
glad I don't got no daughters.
Right.
I'm
Right.
glad I don't got no daughters. Cause if a nigga try to date my daughter, I'ma stab that nigga.
Why?
That part. That
wait.
part. Like, no. That's part of the reason why I don't date, because my daughter look too much like me, and I'd be mad as hell
I
somebody
would
trying to talk to
trip
my
if he
daughter.
met her when she was grown already. Like if she was already grown when he met her,
But see,
then
now
okay. But
now
if she was a kid when you met her and now she grown and you trying to hit, oh yeah, you're gonna die.
well, no, I feel
You're
what
gonna
you saying.
die.
Yeah, I feel like yeah, like Uncle Uncle Leroy trying to hit your daughter. Yeah, I feel what you said on that though. Yeah, I think you can't fuck Uncle Leroy. No, man.
Right, like it'd be different if you met him when you was grown. Like, okay, you 20 something and I'm dating this man. Okay,
Yeah.
he
Hey,
met you, you was already grown.
that might be
But you was
might
16 and now you 21. Nah, nigga, you gonna die.
that might be one of Uncle Leroy's requirements for his polygamy compound campaign. You know what I'm saying? Go get one of your old play nieces. You know what I'm saying? Add it to the concubine, whatever.
Oh, wow. So let's talk about a different polygamy. You know the pimp polygamy. How do you guys feel about that? Do you think that the pimp should sleep with his products?
I believe that every situation is relative to the people in it.
Right.
So wouldn't you consider that type of household a polygamy type of household when they are like that, Sarah?
Huh?
Would that be considered a polygamy household when they have a pimp, a bottom, and then the ones in between? Is that a type of poly,
I guess. I mean, it could be considered a poly.
or is it just a job or work thing? But a lot of them do live together and they work together in the community, so I would consider it being a poly type relationship. What's your
Like
views, Rockstar?
it can be considered a poly.
I think, I mean, it depends again on the ground rules that were laid coming into the situation. It might be a
Well,
situation
a pimp gonna sleep with all his girls.
you said are going
Yes
to,
and no.
or
Not all pimps sleep
right,
with
right.
their
I don't,
hoes.
yeah, I don't agree with that. I don't, but I know some real life pimps for real, and they ain't sleeping. It wasn't going down like that. You know
But
what I'm
they
But
be
saying?
lying too. Like
how
they
do they
be
know what type
lying.
of product they putting out there if they don't test it at least once?
It, it, uh,
I don't even know. Like
I know, and I'm gonna tell you no. Yeah, nah, I mean, well, maybe. Chances are, maybe. But after a while, it don't become like I'm gonna sleep with you tonight. Nah, fuck that. Get out there and get that bread because the main objective is the bread. I'm doing for you, you doing for the whole deal here that we got going on. And
So would you consider that a poly?
it's a poly business relationship, hell yeah, because you belong to my house. To take your ass over there, cross into Johnson house. Now I catch your way to Johnson's house, trying to be his poly bitch. Me and Johnson got a problem, but I ain't trying to have no problems. We should have an understanding.
Right.
Yeah,
So
and
Sarah,
and,
your views?
and dig this. I'll be a bad pimp because I'm telling you like this. It's your choice. These are my rules.
Mhm.
You need to say yes or no. I'm in or I'm out.
Well, if a chick look a man in his eyes, he can take her anyway.
If a chick look a man in his eye, he can take her.
Yeah. Nah.
Women look at me in my eye all the time.
But you're not about that life. It's different when you in that lifestyle.
Yeah, no, I ain't doing that. You know what I'm saying? I got too much other Sonic Soul stuff to do. But hey, don't get me wrong. I've been down the road. I can talk about everything. I don't know everything, but I know a little bit about a lot of stuff.
So with the conclusion of this conversation, what are your final takes? We're gonna start with you, Magic. What's your final take on the poly relationship? And then we'll go from there because I know you got to get back to work.
I'm all for the poly relationship.
Rockstar.
Okay, Magic. So there it is. Oh, wait, hold on, Kim. I'm talking to Magic right now, okay? I'll call you later. We'll talk about that poly thing. But anyway, I'm with it too, to a certain degree. You know what I mean? And as long as everybody know what the deal is. And when I say a certain degree, that's what I mean. Everybody should
Okay.
be understanding what the deal is. That's simple as that.
Okay, and me, I'm still undecided. I don't know one way or the other if I have an opinion on it because I don't date. So because I don't date, I don't have an opinion on it.
Right. Okay, so
Um,
Wah, wah.
can, can I say one thing before we go? But listen,
yeah.
and that is the thing, the dating thing. You got to be in the game to even be in the game. You can't even get in the poly game if you're not dating because guess what? If you're out there on the scene right now dating, think about this. You ain't committed to anybody, but you dating. And you may not be giving the cookie away every time you go out on a date, but every now and then you may slip up on that one night when it's slippery and eat that cookie somewhere else. You digging? And it might still not be anything, but you got to be out there in the game. So what is
Well,
that?
I haven't been in the game since 2022, and my cookie ain't flipped open for nobody since 2022. So I doubt if it happened now.
Cool. So we should. I'm gonna write you. I'm gonna write your email podcast show. And I'm gonna suggest a show topic just because you said that.
Okay, I'm
Just,
down. Just let me know
write,
so that we can get you back on, even if we got to do a special night.
write this down now. Write the show name down right now. It's gonna be called moisten the cookie. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna teach y'all how to moisten the cookie because you got a whole lot of women out there that feel like you do. They so frustrated with the scene, they don't even want to get a cookie away. You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to dildo it no more because it's like, they got every damn apparatus under the sun because that's what it is now. And I think sometimes they become desensitized to dick because the machine is the go-to everything.
I'm sending it to you so we don't forget it.
You're not gonna forget, trust me. I'm
sending you the topic too so you don't forget it. But like I said, it's not a requirement that I stay celibate. It's just that I haven't found anybody that I want to share with. Like I don't like anybody right now.
Yeah. Write down peace. Write peace down and put an asterisk by it because we're gonna make that a part of that topic. Because a lot of times that's the reason why a lot of women, they don't want to deal with the bullshit like Magic said. You got these crybaby ass motherfuckers out here nowadays. Oh, where you going? How long you be going? You know I gotta fucking go to work. Or you be at home, they call you 1,000 times. Like, damn, you realize I do shit like I use the bathroom, I eat, I sleep. You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's what my thing is. I travel a lot, I work a lot, and I don't have time to be questioned about how I move and what I'm doing. And I've been stalked multiple times before. So once you deal with a stalker that don't know how to let go after you share with them and don't want to share with them anymore, it kind of makes you real skeptical about who you share with.
Hey Nikita, I'm the king of take your show overtime. But listen to this. Every time
I'm just worried about Magic getting back to work because I know she's at work.
Yeah, every time I go out of town, more likely because I'm in entertainment. The word is I'm out of town meeting somebody, or you taking somebody strange, or no, it's not like that, guy. So you got a lot of insecurities out there. We go through it too. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, a whole lot of motherfuckers out there in show business. Didn't? And show business is show business. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
That's a different show too.
Anyway, but doing what I do with the amount of movies I have out, with the modeling stuff, and I do have some half-naked pictures out there, I don't need the headache.
Right.
So until somebody can identify and respect my lifestyle, I just would rather just remain single and not have to deal with it. So,
anyway,
Magic, what's your views on that? Do you date?
Huh?
Do you date, or do you just keep everything strictly business?
I date.
Okay, and we know you date, Rockstar. You done told us 5 times in the podcast that you date.
Huh?
I said he done told us 5 times that he date. He Facebook date. Oh, speaking of Facebook dating, have you ever been catfished?
Hell yeah! Oh God! Oh Lord! Oh Lord Jesus! Have I been catfished?
Have you? Yes. No.
Your hell yeah.
What? You asking me?
I'm asking both of y'all. Have y'all ever been catfished with the Facebook dating?
I don't Facebook date.
I do.
Okay, so you don't meet people online and meet them in person, or you just meet people when you're out and about?
Hey, I try to meet in person, you know what I'm saying, or eventually, but I want to have a conversation with you and see what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some people out here on some incredible shit. I've heard some incredible things, and maybe I've been in an incredible conversation with somebody, but I don't know.
Right.
I've been catfished. Wait, hold on, not you, lady. Who fuck with that first lady? Bring her back.
Oh wow. Yeah. So has it been like body size type or face, or just a totally different person than what you thought you was talking to? What's the extremity to your catfishing? What extreme do you go to?
Body size, face, or just talking to them based on what they said they were in their profile, what they were looking for. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like I said, what turns me off is people write these profiles of what they want and who they're looking for as far as somebody compatible, and they go through this big long ass list of shit. And I'm feeling like, well, shit, let me see if I meet these requirements. And when I do, I reach out and introduce myself properly. Even before I push the like button, I'll fucking click on your picture and write you a whole paragraph of shit before and that'll act as a like. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you one of them creepy ones.
Oh yeah, I'm that creepy nigga. I'm gonna let you know why I'm even liking your picture. But that's good that you said that, because I be trying to figure out, sometimes the shit works and sometimes you got women like you that feel like that's some creepy shit based on an experience they had. You know what I'm saying? Shit
I
is
mean,
all.
it's creepy to me because the kind that normally write those paragraphs under my pictures are the kind that later inbox me and expect me to respond to them right away or to respond to them at all.
Well, see,
And I
I
get
don't do,
busy, so it
I
may
don't
be a
do,
couple of days. Huh?
yes, see, I don't do shit like that. If I respond to you on your picture, that's it. If you don't respond back to me, I ain't gonna come find you like, why you ain't say that back there? Fuck all that, because that speaks for itself. You know what I'm
Have
saying?
you ever dealt with those type of creeps, Sarah?
Have I?
Sarah,
What?
have you ever done with the creepy people that get under your pictures and expect the inbox from you?
Have I ever what?
Dealt with the creepy men who get under your pictures and then inbox you and expect a response from you.
Oh yeah, they always be like, "What you don't like me? What you like, motherfucker?" I don't give a fuck. I keep ignoring their ass.
The crybaby,
Or
the
then
crybaby.
sometimes I cuss them out and be like, "Motherfucker, who the fuck? I don't gotta respond to you. Get the fuck out my motherfucking inbox." Like,
That be the weirdo. The weirdo. That's
but
a
now
funny
that
Yeah,
I'm
word.
starting to be more of a like public figure or whatever, if people know who the fuck I am, I try to be more mindful.
yeah, that's the side effect of us because I could be in the grocery store and a random Facebook friend and be like, "Hey, Keita," I'm like, "Who the hell?" Because I
Yeah,
mean, I look like my pictures. Like if you see me in person or see me in a movie, you're gonna see my face. I don't build them raw. I don't do all that extra stuff because it's not required of me. Not to say I'm all that, but I look like me when I'm in public. I look like me when I'm on TV. I look like me when I'm on at a concert. I look like me all the time.
you know
So
That's
what?
what
you
I
gotta
was
be
saying.
careful.
Like, I look like this. I really look like this. Like,
Yeah. So I just block
trying to be
them. When they
careful.
get creepy like that, I don't respond. I just block them. My block list is long because of creeps like that.
Magic Show.
Yeah.
You people should keep calling you by your government name, right?
Yeah.
She throwing you all the way out there, but I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I just want to know if she knew she was doing
Yeah.
it.
Right, cousin.
And we love
Oh,
you,
my
cousin.
bad.
We love
Wait,
you.
I
Huh?
thought, never mind. I'm gonna be quiet. Because you got me confused right now. Magic and all. So,
Yeah, yeah, well, hey, it's already noted. You
but
probably got
everybody knows
seven.
her. She has
You
a whole page called Sarah Lee, so
you
everybody knows
probably,
who Sarah is.
you probably got a whole group of stalkers out there trying to creepily discover who you are.
Oh, we good. We good.
And,
Don't
but
worry
you know
about
what?
it. Don't worry
But you
about
know
it.
what? Can I say this one thing before we go?
Yes.
The night I fell in love with your cousin. Let me tell you what she said to me, and I thought she was the biggest bullshit in America. She said, "I said, what's your name?" And she said, "Sarah Lee." I looked at her. Stop for a minute. And I looked at her and I said, "Sarah Lee." And she said, "Yeah, like the cheesecake." I said, "Are you for real?" She said, "Yeah, that's my name." And so I left it alone, right? I thought for the longest, I said, "This girl's so full of shit. She full of more shit than Christopher." In the long run, she is Sarah fucking Lee.
Yeah,
I,
that's my cupcake. If I
I,
ever say anything about a cupcake, I'm talking about her.
I fell in love with it, and I said, "Look at that." And then, I'm in West Point, Mississippi. This is the home of where Sarah Lee founders and owners are right now. They are from here. Make no mistake
Do they
about it.
have a museum?
Huh?
Do they have like a Sarah Lee cake museum?
Hell no, they ain't got no Sarah Lee cake shit. They got a lot of good shit down here dedicated to what they do. And so you guys got to come and visit. And Magic Show, Sarah Lee. Let me talk to Sarah Lee for a minute. Sarah Lee, your compound awaits, baby. I'm down here taking care. I'm the groundskeeper. You know what I'm saying? And when you get tired of being down here on the compound, take your ass back to Milwaukee. I wouldn't give a damn because I got about 5 old country girls right here that's gonna take care of shit while you go. But you gonna know them. We gotta have a polygamy day for my
That's
compound.
that you trying to recruit my cousin. He's trying to add you to the phone, cousin.
No, I ain't trying. She already know I'm crazy about it. But shit, but I ain't no weirdo dude though.
Okay, well, what's that song called? Send for me. I forgot who sings it, but it is a song called Send for me. So send for her.
Don't play with my emotions. You
Fly
don't
me
know.
out.
You don't know. I know. And you
She
know what?
said, "Let her out."
That was our last conversation too, I think. Remember that? Yeah. Don't play with me. Hey, I'll be up there probably the next couple months. I'm gonna run that way on the train. You know, I'm just a short ride from Memphis up to Chicago, and so I'm gonna take care of some biz probably in the next month or so. But everything is good though. I enjoyed myself being on here. I appreciate you having me.
All right. Well, keep me updated on when you have some free time, and if you want us on your podcast, you know I do other podcasts as well. So just let me know, and we can make it happen.
All right. You know it.
So Mother's Day weekend, I'm supposed to be doing my interview with Pippa Ken and Willionaire Trick. So after that,
where you doing it at? Are you gonna be online?
Texas.
Okay. So you going back to Texas?
Yeah, the plan is to be on Real Street Stars.
Okay. Well, keep me updated. I'll be. What part of Texas are you going to? Dallas? You going the week, but you going next week for Mother's Day weekend. I'll be there the following week from the 21st into the 21st into the 25th. I think 26th. 21st to 26th are my dates for Dallas. I wish it was like around that time so I could, participate.
Yeah.
Rockstar, do you have any announcements you want to make? Let me know. Make sure you tag me if you go online with it so that I can try and tune in, or at least share it after the live if you leave it up.
Yeah, definitely gonna share it. Yeah, I'll put it out there on the Sonic Soul fans of Sonic Soul Blues and Southern Soul page, and we're gonna be out there. Definitely gonna let the exposure be known, but nothing right now immediately as of today. That may change next week because I got a lot of things going on. I'm being pretty active down here with West Point. The city of West Point has a big festival coming up with Sir Charles.
Is that the one that you had last year? Oh, it's something different.
Yeah. No, the same thing. The Cotton Street Festival here, Cottrell Street Festival here in West Point, Mississippi, will be Mother's Day weekend. Mother's Day, Friday and Saturday. Mother's Day weekend, because I'm supposed to be going down to Hattiesburg for John Reed's big Mother's Day Blues Festival down there as well on that Sunday. So that's it going around in West Point. Nothing much.
Okay.
Watching the grass.
Look out for your interview with Pip and Ken on Mother's Day weekend. Cool. Let us know where we can catch it. Is it going to be live from your page? Is it going to be on YouTube, or where will it be, Magic Show?
It'll be on YouTube.
Okay, make sure I get that link.
When they're gonna drop it, we're gonna shoot it that weekend, but I don't know when they're gonna actually drop it.
Well, let me know when they drop it. Tag me in it, share it, and all of that good stuff. Thank you both for being my guest. I enjoyed our conversation. I did write down the topic that you said. Hey, DJ Big Boy John. I did write down the topic that you wanted to bring back. My Rock the Block CEO. What it do? Hey, PP Thomas. Thank you for tuning in. We're getting ready to close out now, but again, you have events coming up in West Point, Mississippi. You'll be in Dallas, Texas. Are you booking any appearances while you're in Texas? Will they be able to book you? Do you have booking information? Magic?
You will be able to book me. I will have my booking information, but right now you could just DM me on IG or Facebook, Magic Show, MAGICK SHO, or it's an _SHO on IG.
Okay, and Sonic Soul, how do we get in touch with Sonic Soul, and how do people get interviewed for your podcast?
You want to get in touch with Sonic Soul, you can get a Motor City Rockstar call at area code 662-769-5952. Or if you want to reach out to me by email, you can reach me at sonicsoul320@gmail.com.
Okay, thank you guys. And I'm going to run the ending commercial.
And keep it popping with Popcorn Music Podcast. Popcorn Music Podcast is the most interactive podcast online right now, keeping you updated on all the latest events. I'm talking about movies, books, and they spread the good news with positive vibes. Hosted by Nikita Michelle, one half of the Blessed Queens. Every Thursday and Sunday at 7 p.m. The spotlight is here. Look for Popcorn Music Podcast on YouTube and Facebook.